We are here once again in this beautiful ground, Torrance Oval, Abu Dhabi, where we bring you match number 6 of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025. And this one is going to be our cracker of a contest as ECB women are going to take on Team Yorkshire. And we're going to have plenty of excitement and chills and thrills in this very game. Right, then just a short while ago, I was there in the middle with the two captains for the all-important toss. Well, it's a lovely evening here in Abu Dhabi, and we're all set for match number 6 of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025, and we're expecting to have an absolute fascinating game of cricket. It's going to be ECB women taking on Yorkshire. It's now time to introduce you to the two captains, and the match official on my left is Maddie Ward, from the captain of Yorkshire. On her left is Isha Uza, the captain of ECB women, and the extreme left is Khalid Alahi, our match official. Maddie, you've got the coin. Please give it a spin. Tails is the call.
And it's ahead.
We'll have a ball first.
Yeah, if you could just step forward and have a few words. Maddie, congratulations, you won the toss. What's the plan?
I think obviously with the dew, potentially the dew, we're going to have a ball first. Nice to get out there and see if we can get them down to as little total as possible and then chase down the score, I think.
Well, it wasn't the best of the games yesterday, but then again, you've got a great chance once again to bounce back. So how have you kept your girls motivated?
We're a young side in a new group. This is the second game we're going to play together as a full squad. So I just think little improvements from yesterday, and we weren't far off. So I'm looking forward to getting going with the girls today.
Changes playing 11?
We've got Rachel Slater and Claudie Cooper coming in, as well as academy player Lucy Randall-Bissell.
Best of luck, Maddie. Give us a good game. Isha, unfortunately, you've lost the toss. If you'd have won the toss, what was your plan to do on this surface?
Again, we were looking to have a bowl first as well, again, keeping the dew in mind, but again, we'll take batting as well.
You had a great start to this campaign already. We've already seen all the teams batting first. They've gone on to surpass the 150 mark. So now that you're batting first, how much do you think is going to be a decent target you're going to post?
I think 150 was what I said yesterday, we got that, but that ended up in a pretty tight game, so I think 160, 170 plus. All teams are scoring good runs, so 170 might be a good target as well.
The composition of your side, Isha?
We have two changes. We have Kavisha and Vaishnavi coming in for Samara and Lavanya.
Best of luck, Isha. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
Well, that's the news, and the confirmation coming in from the centre is that Yorkshire, they won the toss and they decided to bowl first. Yorkshire team winning the toss, luckily, and they had absolutely no hesitations to be bowling first under the lights. We have seen that the ball does tend to drag around. Let's quickly have a rundown at the playing 11 of ECB women. Starts off with the captain leading from the front, Isha Oza, Tirtha Satish, Ranita Rajit, Vaishnavi Mahesh, Hina Hochandani, Kavisha Kumari, Odeni Kurupurachi, Michelle Botha, Shashikala Silva, Induja Nandakumar, and Katie Thompson. A side which was absolutely phenomenal yesterday. Once again, we look to get off to a good start. And of course, talking about Yorkshire, a very talented side. Laura Winfield-Hill, Amy Campbell, Erin Thomas, Stair Callis, Rebecca Duckworth, Claudie Cooper, Maddie Ward, Alicia Pollard, Rachel Slater, Frances Lonsdale, and Lucy Randall-Bissell. Another very top quality side of Yorkshire. They will be looking on to get onto the winning ways, and we are just seconds away for this all important clash. But the lights here in Abu Dhabi Torrance Oval have taken full effect. It's a lovely, beautiful ground. The conditions are absolutely perfect for a game of cricket, and it is going to be Isha Oza, the captain, to face the first delivery of this game. Right on the money. Slater starts off with left arm speedster, a very talented left arm pacer who's got the tendency to shave the ball in, and that's where, as a batter, you need to be sure that you don't really go after her. You need to just wait a little bit, let the ball come to you, and try to play it as late as you can. Because she is one of those bowlers, Slater, who will look to pick up those early wickets, and that is what she's been doing even in the past for Yorkshire. Edged away, intentionally opening the face of the bat, and Isha Oza, the captain, is off the mark with a lovely boundary. By no means that was an outside edge. That was intentionally played. It was just marginally short, and how quickly she got into a good position and just placing it to perfection away from the short third fielder. So she is off the mark, and she would want to continue the form and continue where she left off from yesterday's game against Essex. Oh, beautifully ball. That's a good comeback delivery. Pitched in a perfect line and just a hint of inward movement. And on an off day, that could have easily just chopped back onto the stumps. But nonetheless, this is a good start by Slater. And that is something which we will witness. You will look to pitch the ball up, and that's where the outside edges and even the bold and the LBWs will come into equation. Yeah, Witt offered, and Isha Oza wanted to cut that, but the ball slightly holding into the surface and never really arrived. Well, that's something which we've seen even yesterday in the opening game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20, that under the lights, the ball does come onto the bat nicely. Yes, at times it does tend to keep at the lower side, but it does have that extra bit of zip and nip off the surface. Beautifully bowled right onto the target, onto the stumps, and this is something as a fast bowler you would want to ensure you get your line precise and get that discipline going early on with the new ball. And if you can get the captain early on, Isha Oza, well, that's going to be a huge wicket. So they should be looking after her wicket, because she's one of those batters, once she gets her eye in the middle, it just becomes a very difficult task to get rid of her. Oh, very close to the off stick. And that could have easily been the first wicket for Rachel Slater. Nonetheless, that's a good comeback after she was hit for a boundary. One gone. ECB Women 4 for no loss. Off to a good start here, Team Yorkshire. Rachel Slater bowling a good, decent first over to start off proceedings. And in comes another exceptional talent. It's going to be Pollard. Let's see if we can extract any kind of early movement. Oh, beautifully bowled. That was a good delivery. And you can see on the other end, at the other end rather, Isha, who's the captain, she's just indicated and signaled to her partner, Tirtha Satish, that she is one of those bowlers who's going to take the ball away from you. And that ball did nip and shaped away from Tirtha Satish. Mind you, she batted beautifully even in the last game. Left-handed, stylish batter. That is a good ball and equally well played. That's much more like it. She's letting the ball come to her, but she's just having a look at this wicket very closely, and you can see she's just having a little conversation with Isha Oza. And I assume the conversation is that the ball is keeping a little low, so be careful. This has been crashed away towards the cover region. A long chase. And she does exceptionally well. Three fielder were after the ball, and they have done a good job to restrict Tirtha Satish to just the 2 runs. But she is off the mark, and that should give her a lot of confidence. Well, if you can just have a look at the shirts of the players there, it just gives you one indication. There is a very strong breeze going across to our right. And talking about Alicia Pollard, she's bowling from the pavilion end. So it's going across to our right. That's where Alicia will get that extra bit of exaggerated movement. This has been pumped hard, but finds the fielder. Straight to the captain. Maddie Ward was very confident during the toss. And straight away she said she wanted to bowl first. She knew there is something under the lights. And also there's one more element you need to add and keep in mind that the dew will play a huge role in the latter part of the day. So you don't want to be bowling last here on this wicket. Yeah, that is not the best of shot selections. That was a wild hoik. A ball shaped away from Tirtha Satish, and this is good to see. I really like this, that Isha Oza, the captain, she's just ensuring that constantly she is in contact with her partner Tirtha Satish. Isha Oza, she's a very experienced campaigner. So whatever is coming from her, you need to just listen and take it any day. This is high up in the air and gone. Well, some disciplined bowling has finally gotten Alicia Pollard her first wicket, and Tirtha Satish has been caught. Lovely delivery. Once again, that shape, and that ball was always going to go away from her. So not the best of shot selection. Playing it away from her body and getting the toe part of her bat. That's a solid departure. And so much was expected from this talented cricketer. Tirtha Satish will be absolutely dejected and disappointed. She'll have to go back after scoring just the 2 runs. 2 gone. ECB Women 6 for 1. In comes another very talented, stylish batter, Renita Rajit. She was brilliant even in the last game. And it's going to be Slater to continue. Slater, she bowled a good first over. And she was pitching at the right lengths now. This is something which Yorkshire, I believe, will opt to do, is try to pick up those early wickets in the power play. That should be the right approach and method. You don't want to be having that defensive approach, thinking, right, we just need to contain them. It's a modern era. It's modern cricket nowadays. So you need to ensure you look to pick up those early wickets. Beautifully bowled and equally well played, coming right behind the line of the ball. The basics are so right if we talk about Isha Oza. And so much is going to be dependent yet again. We saw how beautifully she manufactured her innings, really built up her innings. Started off slowly and that was completely okay. And once she got her momentum and the rhythm going in her favor, she went on to score those big runs. And also, she was impeccable with the ball later on. This has been cut away with precision. Lovely stroke along the carpet. And this should give her a lot of confidence. The captain gets her second boundary. Rachel Slater, she bowls a couple of good deliveries into the line of the stumps and also with a perfect length, but all of a sudden she decides to just go slightly wider on the offside channel, and that's where you can't afford to be giving any kind of room and width to Isha Oza. She is very strong in those areas. No power, no timing, and that's all because you could see that Rachel Slater, she rolled her fingers over. She tried to bowl a cutter. That's why the ball never really arrived to Isha Oza. Yeah, 2-time winner, ICC Associate Player of the Year. So that just speaks volumes as to how good Isha Oza is. And yet again, she's off to a good start. Being very watchful. Oh, beautifully bowled. That is a good delivery. And this is what I really like about Isha Oza, you can clearly see anything which is pitched at a perfect length and it's a good delivery. You can see she's not really trying to force the issue or trying to play any kind of rash shots. You do usually see the batters, they try to manufacture something out of the good deliveries, but it's not really required. It is that kind of a surface where if you give yourself time, you apply yourself, you get used to the wicket, that's where life becomes easier for you. So the slip goes out and they've gotten a gully in place. It's a packed offside field and they've gotten a deep mid wicket and a deep square leg. Beautifully bowled. Fuller. End of the third over, and once again a good over bowled by Slater. It's 3 gone. 10 for 1 ECB women. Alicia Pollard to continue with the second over bowled. A fine first over, continuing from the pavilion end. Oh, look at that prodigious bit of movement she's getting off the surface and also in the air. That's a very good start here from Alicia Pollard. And she's one of those bowlers, I think you have to be a little careful and mindful not to go across the line, because right-arm medium pacers, there aren't many in the world who bring the ball in towards you. Oh, that is a lovely stroke. But she's found the fielder. It's going to be only a single. But that whip, that was a brilliant stroke. Excellent use of her wrist. So yeah, coming back to my point. Alicia Pollard. She's got a special talent where she brings the ball in towards the right-handers. Usually we've seen the right-handed bowlers, they've got the tendency to take the ball away. Their natural movement in the air and off the surface is taking out from the right-handers. That's a stock delivery. Guided towards the third man region for a single. It's quite kind of similar start as to what we witnessed even in the last game, where ECB women, they did start off a little slowly. I wouldn't say shakily, I'm not going to use that word. They did start a little slowly. They took their time initially. They did give themselves a bit of time in the surface, and once they got used to, we know what just happened. They went on to win the game against Team Essex. Oh, that's a super shot, and she's generated a lot of power behind it. And that's the power of this very, very talented cricketer. Just marginally short, and she has slapped this towards the cover region. Yeah, a lot of width and a lot of room has been offered, and you can't really allow either of these two batters to free their arms. They're really going to make you pay for it. So they are getting a few boundaries, but the problem is they've lost one huge wicket in the form of Tita Satish. Now the keeper decided to come up onto the stumps. Oh, she's knocked her over. That is a rib scotter of a delivery. And this is a brilliant sight for the fast bowler. It's Alicia Pollard. After she was pumped for a boundary, the next delivery, bang onto the stump. She scratched the off stump and the bails goes flying. It's a big wicket. They've gotten the big fish. It's Ranita Rajit. We know the destruction and havoc she could have caused, but she's played across the line, and this is exactly what I was mentioning. You can't do that to Alicia Pollard. It's a sorry departure, and she looks very promising, but nonetheless, she'll have to go back to the dugout. It's 16 for 2. It's a perfect start here for Team Yorkshire. After not the best of games last night, where they lost their game against Tasmanian Tigers. It was the opening game, mind you. But in this game, I think they'll feel that they are in a much better situation after winning the toss. Maddie Ward, I think she's made the right call. It's 4 gone, 16 for 2. Well, this is quite surprising. Rachel Slater, she bowled an exceptional couple of overs, and I assume that she's going to get one more, but the captain, Maddie Ward, thinks otherwise, and she's introduced spin pretty early. We're just in the 5th over, and in comes another very talented batter. It's going to be Hina Hochandani. She was brilliant yesterday, took a few excellent takes, she bowled very well, and now she's got a big responsibility. She's come out in a situation where her team really needs her to put some impetus into this batting. 17 for 2. We're just in the 5th over. Now that the left-hander has come, they're going to make a few amendments and a few changes. Looks like they've opted to have a deep mid-wicket alongside a deep square leg. Yeah, I really like this ploy. Cooper, being a right-arm finger spinner, she's going to take the ball away from Hina Hochandani, and that's where she would really want her to play across the line and try to target towards the shorter part of the ground, which is the mid-wicket. Lovely delivery. That's a very good ball. You can see the urgency coming in from the Yorkshire team. They know there's so much on the line because they've already lost an early game yesterday. So they would want to win this game and stay alive in this competition. And this is a great opportunity to pick up another wicket or two. There is something in the wicket. Nicely bowled and equally well played. Look at the field setup they've got at the moment. They've got an extra cover, a short mid, and also the fielders on the 30-yard. They're coming 5 to 7 steps ahead from the circle. Just shows the urgency that they're not really allowing them to take those quick singles, not letting the rotate strike at the moment. Upish and very close to the short cover fielder. That could have been the 3rd wicket, and for a moment her heart would have been in her mouth because that was very close. Could have been an absolute screamer of a catch. Tossed up delivery. I like the ploy, but in the end it was a bit too full. Yeah, the reaction time was very minimal. She hardly had any time to really react onto that. Half a chance, I would say. Now this time she goes a little quicker and beautifully driven along the carpet. Can't really emphasize more on that shot. It's a super shot. But the stylish left-handed batter, Hina Hochandani. Look at the balance and the flow of her bat. Lovely stroke. So pleasing to the eye. She's struck this one so nicely. And I think this shot is seriously going to give her a lot of confidence. What an eventful start we've already seen. Yeah, seems to be very strong in the offside region and looks to be very comfortable. Oh, no. That's something which you can't afford. To just give away these freebies because you're just having an upper hand in this game and you don't want the momentum to shift in their favor. Nonetheless, an exciting over comes to the end. It's 5 gone, 27 for 2. 5 overs gone, 27 for 2. It's a good start here for Team Yorkshire. Another bowling change. Beautifully bowled right onto the stumps. And it's going to be Lucy Randall-Bissell. Right-handed medium pacer. Doesn't really have a lot of pace, but then she's got the tendency, just like Alicia Pollard, to bring the ball in. So they've got some quality in their bowling attack, have Yorkshire. And so far, it just seems like they are coming all guns blazing. They've got a serious plan in their minds. And what it's done is, it's really tied down Isha Oza, the captain, as well. Because at times, what happens when you lose partners on the other end, it just restricts you, especially as if you're the captain. It really puts a little bit of doubt in your mind if you should be looking to play those aggressive strokes, or just to restrict yourself and just be a little more watchful and careful, because you've already lost 2 wickets. Once again, they wanted a quick single, denied, and that's all because of the tight field setup set by Maddie Ward. And the bowlers, they have certainly risen to the occasion so far in this innings. We're still in the power play. ECB women haven't really gotten many runs. That could change in a jiffy if Isha Oza decides to cut loose. Beautifully bowled, playing it with soft hand, wanted to just tap and run. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. And you really don't want your captain to just go in a shell. Good to see on the other end, Hina Hochandani is having a quiet word with Isha Oza. What a terrific talent she has been over the years. Really, she's been making a lot of name for herself, scoring a lot of runs. Very handy with the ball as well, and a very inspirational leader as well. This time she does find the gap, takes a single. Yeah, I think she's being a little watchful now, and that's all because of the 2 wickets have fallen. And you can afford to do that. And also what has been very interesting so far in this tournament, that we have been saying, yes, it is a difficult track. The ball, it does keep slightly low. It is on the slower end. But all the teams who have batted first, they have gone on to score more than 50 runs every time. And that is a very good score on the surface. So shows that if you do give yourself time, you can really get those big runs. We've already seen a big score today. End of the power play, and I think it's gone in the favour of Team Yorkshire. It's 28 for 2 after 6. Cooper to continue, bowled a lovely first over. Tossed up delivery once again. Oh, very, very close to the leg stick. And I think she just reacted a bit too late. It was a flighted delivery, but all of a sudden it just dipped on her. Yeah, you can see that she's looking a little agitated, and that is something which you would not want, because she's the backbone of your side. She's already gotten a start, 11 and 20. She can take her time. And the other end, it has been Hina Hochandani. She's been looking to go aggressive and play a few shots in the center. Coming around the wicket, nicely punched. And this is what I really like. That is very aggressive captaincy. She's really doing a fine job at the moment is Maddie Ward, keeping a tight field set up, not allowing them to take those singles. This is Upish, And it's going towards the boundary. That's much more like it. We've seen both the batters, they've rather insisted to play those soft-handed strokes, trying to take those singles. And that's much better, completing the shot. Playing a lovely stroke and piercing between the two fielders, getting an important boundary. There you go. The families are definitely enjoying this game of cricket, and why not when two excellent sides play against each other? It's an absolute treat to watch. The families are out there. We've seen a few kids there watching this game. There's so much to learn from these experienced cricketers out there. And also talking about the weather, it was very hot and humid, mind you, early on today. But as the day has passed by, as the day has progressed, it's a cool evening here in Abu Dhabi, and I would have loved to really sit outside somewhere and call out this game. Beautiful weather. So, enjoying this contest at the moment between ECB Women and Yorkshire. ECB Women, mind you, they've already gotten a great start to this tournament, a win under their belt, and Yorkshire, and not the best of starts against Tasmanian Tigers, but they've got a great opportunity to really bounce back and stay alive. This has been hit hard down the ground, but couldn't really find the desired gap, gets only a single. Good tight over once again by Cooper. It's 7 gone, 35 for 2. Seven gone, 35 for 2. Randall Bissell to continue. Bowled a lovely first over. Just the one run as she gave. This has been crashed away towards the cover region. No stopping. That was struck with some severe power by Isha Oza. And I really like the way she's come down the track. Used her feet. And look at the flow of her bat. Terrific bat speed. She's got fast hands. And a good start to this over. They need some boundaries. Short delivery. She's just flat batted it down the ground. Another boundary for the captain. Now she's looking comfortable and also threatening at the same time. It was short and she opted to play down the ground. And a bit of a misfield. Yeah, that should have been stopped. Nah, that's not really going to impress their coaching staff. So back-to-back boundaries coming in. Oh, what just happened there? Yeah, I think it just slipped out of her hand, and that's the reason the umpire has given that as a no ball, as the ball bounced twice in the play area, and it's going to be a free hit. I really like this from the captain, Maddie Watt. She's always there with her bowlers, and there's always something coming from her. It really just boosts your morale as a bowler. Right then, free hit. Oh, that is a thunderous hit once again, but unlucky. That ball just plugging into the surface, and she gets a couple of more runs. So it's turning out to be quite a decent and a useful over for ECB Women. There was a phase in between where there was a lot of dot deliveries played, and that's all because they lost 2 wickets quickly. So they are at a rebuild up stage. They're trying to stitch up a partnership which is desperately required at the moment. Isha Oza, so much is dependent on her shoulders. Beautifully played. This is excellent cricket. Overall, from Yorkshire, from ECB Women, this is brilliant overall cricket that we are witnessing between two champion sides battling it out. And this sixth game of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025. It's already has been a magnificent tournament. We've seen a few close finishes. Also ECB Women, they were in a bit of a bother in the last game, but they stood tall and did well. Lovely deliveries. It's been heaved away towards the mid-wicket region. Gets a single. Nah, I'm pretty much optimistic after this over. They're going to have a word with each other and try to go for the big shots. Because both the batters have now gotten their eye in the middle. And 47 for 2. That's not a very bad score. But I strongly believe if there's a delivery which is there to be hit, if it's in their zone, especially Isha Oza, she's not really going to spare you. And this has been a very good knock so far. She's playing the role of a second fiddle, Hina Huchandani. And seemed to be very confident since the time she's walked in. Look at this, beautifully played, in full control. Intentionally, she ensured that she plays along the carpet. Very sensible approach. It's 8 gone, 48 for 2. So the captain has decided to introduce herself into the attack. It's going to be Maddie Ward for the first time. Coming around the wicket, another talented spinner and a lovely delivery to start off proceedings. And we'll have to wait and see if they're going to extract and get any kind of assistance and purchase of this surface. Yeah. There you go. The family's out there watching this match keenly at the moment. Beautifully played. And this is something which both the batters, they need to ensure not to go in a shell, like trying to play it with soft hands. But the problem is the fielders, they're all close in. They're not really allowing them to take those quick singles. So they're forcing them to play those big shots and play a little more aggressive strokes. So it's a very good contest that we're witnessing at the moment between bat and ball. Surely they will have a strategy in their mind. There you go, that's the dugout of ECB Women. They seem to be pretty much relaxed at the moment. They do have a fair bit of batting to come. Certainly they're enjoying the coaching staff, the management. Loving this game. Loving the occasion of Abu Dhabi Women's T20. Beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. It's turning out to be an excellent over so far. Yeah, talking about the batting, there's a lot of batting, mind you. They've got the likes of Vaishnavi Mahesh, Kavisha Kumari, Uteni, Gurupur Rachi and Michelle Botha. Of course, she can swing. Shashika Silva. They've got a good depth in their batting. Oh, beautifully done. That is a brilliant delivery. You miss, I hit, and the captain strikes. And she has struck gold because she has gotten the rid of the captain, Isha Oza. It was a brilliant delivery onto the stumps and not the best of shot selection. She's gone at the back foot. She should have come forward. Rather, playing it too close to her body and trying to cut it. And in the end, she has lost her wicket. This is a big wicket going down. Captain picks up the captain. Isha Oza, she goes for 23. It's 49 for 3. Well, just when things were looking in control for ECB women, it's the captain. She decided to introduce herself into the attack, and she's gotten the most important wicket of ECB women. And this is where now they can ensure they can tighten the screws and not allow ECB women to post a big total. That's a magnificent over by the captain, Maddie Yard. It's 9 gone, 49 for 3. Cooper to continue, rightfully so. She's bowled well so far. And we've seen a good contest between Cooper and Hina Hochandani. So much now is going to be expected and dependent on Hina because she's just lost her captain. And now the responsibility automatically shifts on her shoulder. She's very strong in the offside region, and that's why they've opted to pack the offside and completely just not allowing her to play freely. With that single, ECB women reached the 50 mark, but it's come a bit too late. We're in the 10th over. So how many more can they get from here? Bare minimum, they should be looking to get 80 more. But is that going to be enough? That makes it somewhere around 140. 135, 140. It's something which we've seen being chased down easily. She hits it hard. In comes the new batter, Kavisha Kumari. She's got loads of over to really take her time. There's no need for the urgency as of now. Tossed up. She's shown some urgency, and she has hammered this down the ground. What a way to get off the mark. Yeah, she's such a strong player down the ground. Look at this. It was marginally full, and she goes downtown, straight as an arrow. A very smart wicket. She knew that the mid-on and the mid-off are in the circle, and that's where it persisted her to go big. Lovely. It's a good ball. Just marginally adjusting her length, slightly back of the length, and equally well played. Kumari not going for the big shot. Nicely played once again. Quick single and no problems. .55 for 3. We are into the 10th over. It's turning out to be a decent over so far. Last delivery coming up. Nicely worked away towards the cover region. Will be a single to close out the 10th over. We're halfway through in the first innings, and Yorkshire will be the much happier side. 10 gone, 56 for 3. 56 for 3. And it's going to be Maddie Ward to continue. She bowled a lovely first over. She picked up a very big wicket, of course, of Isha Oza. That was a big moment in the game. Oh, tries to go for a big shot. I think this is where Team Yorkshire did have a great chance to pick up a wicket yet again of Kumari, because Kumari, she's a batter. She likes to express herself and look to play those aggressive strokes. And this is where, as a bowler, you can entice her to go for the big shot. So that is a brilliant delivery once again. The ball sharply coming into Kumari, and she's just played the same shot as to what Isha Oza, the captain, played, where she was bowled. Beautifully done. This is turning out to be a brilliant spell so far by the captain. And also she's been very smart with the rotation of her bowlers. That's been cut away, and excellent bit of fielding. Brilliant stuff. And they are certainly putting up a show here in this important game for Yorkshire. Mind you, as I said earlier, they already have lost their opening game. So much is on the line, and they want to ensure they get back to their winning ways. Last delivery. Beautifully played. That is a very good shot, showing the full face of the bat. Technically very sound is Kumari. Takes a single, and she is going to retain strike in the next over. It's 11 gone, 58 for 3. Excellent last over is what we witnessed by the captain Mahdi. Beautifully bowled, and it's been tucked away towards the fine leg region. Pollard, she's been reintroduced into the attack. Bowled brilliantly. I really like this captaincy now. She's decided to bring her into the attack, and that is to pick up another wicket. And if they can pick up Hina Hochandani, that's going to be an icing to the cake. That's been flicked away towards the fine leg region, and she's done exceptionally well. Good bit of fielding. Close. Oh, she's run out. She is absolutely fuming in the middle. There was never a 2 there. What just happened out there? 3 down, and now they have lost another wicket in a form of a run out. Brilliant bit of fielding. Look at this. Very athletic, and got herself back up. Good balance, and that rocket of an arm. Brilliant throw. And good work by the keeper as well. Dislodging the bails, and she was way short. That is a big wicket going down. And all of a sudden now ECB women, they are in a bit of a trouble, because they've lost their fourth, and they've also lost a set batter. Hina Hochandani. A lot was expected. After getting a brisk start, she's ran herself out. It's 60 for 4. New batter walks in the middle, left-handed Udeni. Kulpurachi. She's got a big responsibility now on her shoulders. That is a beautiful delivery. I really love this approach from Alicia Pollard. Is to pitch the ball up in the right channels, and that is where, as a bowler, you always have a bright chance to be getting the LBW, bowled, those caught behinds when you're bowling to a left-hander. And so far, she has been spot on. Well, they're switched on at the moment. You can see now the keeper has come up the stump, so they're not allowing them to use the feet. Trying to cut that a little too far away. Yeah, there was no need to really go after that delivery. It was way outside that offside region. This is chipped up in the air. Chance! Oh, she's put it down. That would have been a huge blow. And you can't be dropping Kumari. She is a fierce striker of the ball and lost balance when she was trying to play towards the mid-wicket. The bat twisting. Oh, that was an easy chance. No excuses. That should have been taken. And Alicia Pollard, she was on the verge of picking up her third wicket. So a life for Kumari. Another wide. Couple of wides we've seen already in this over. Tavisha Kumari. She should be considering herself very lucky. That was an easy chance. And how do you even drop those? Right. So it's going to be Udeni and Kavisha. Both these batters. They've got a lot of time. We're just in the 12th over. Trying to play towards the deep square region. There's a big smile on the face of Alicia Pollard. Why not? She's really enjoying her outing there. She's bowling in those perfect areas, and she's read the situation and adapted to this surface very well. So good to see one of your mainstream bowlers performing in this important game after an early loss yesterday against Tasmanian Tigers. Beautifully played. That is a very good shot. Straight down the ground with a straighter bat. Getting that front foot forward and getting onto the line of the delivery. And also that head position was brilliant. It's 12 gone, 64 for 4. Upish chance. Oh, very close. That could have easily been the 5th wicket, and a good, decent attempt. That's gone towards the boundary. And I think there was a bit of a comedy of errors down there in the deep. Let's have a close look once again. She's chipped that in the air. And she's given a fair bit of chase. It was a decent try. But just when she was trying to stop the boundary, the ball has lobbed. And let's see where it has gone. Straight onto her head. And her teammate, she could see the funnier side of it. Oh, as brilliant scenes out there. Certainly you can see the women of Yorkshire cricket, they're really enjoying their outing out there. And that's great to see. And they are in a very good position at the moment. Nicely nudged away towards the deep square leg region, gets a single. I think now both the batters, all they have to do is just stay in the middle. Just forget about the boundaries and the maximums. The moment you get yourself in the middle and you feel comfortable, that's where things become so easy for yourself. And your team being 4 down at the moment, losing your top 4 batters, the responsibility has to be and the objective has to change, and that is to just stay there in the middle. Do not try to play any kind of aggressive strokes. It's not really required. You're still in the 13th over and they've got plenty of overs after this. So you need to score at least somewhere around 130, 140 to give your bowlers a chance to really fight back. You don't want to be getting out. Oh, I was just mentioning that you need to ensure you need to be a little careful, but that was not the best of shot selections, I would say. Trying to be a little innovative, and she's been bold here, and it's the captain. She's jubilant. She knows that she's picked up another important wicket. So now half the side is back into the hutch, and ECB women, they are in some trouble. It's 70 for 5. It's turning out to be a match-winning spell by Maddie Ward, the captain today. It was Laura Winfield Hill, the captain in the last game, but she's been arrested. Beautifully bowled once again. Tossed up delivery, quick single, and I think a cleaner pickup. And things would have been different. Yeah, it is a chilly evening here in Abu Dhabi, and there's a strong breeze going across. Families out there really enjoying their outing, and why not? When you have one of the best sides playing against each other, it's always a privilege to watch the game in the ground, not on the television. It's so much fun being in the ground. It's 13 gone, another successful over comes to the end. 72 for 5. What a brilliant over we witnessed. But the captain herself, Maddie Ward, she's really put her team into a commanding position, and Cooper to continue. The spinners have really done a fine job. Also the medium paces, who can forget Alicia Pollard. Those lovely in-swinging deliveries made life so tough for the ECB women batters. And in comes another very talented cricketer. It's going to be Michelle Botha, and so much is expected from her. Comes down the track. Kavisha Kumari. That's the way she plays. And talking about ECB women, they will hope that it comes off well and it goes in their favor. And Kavisha Kumari, she goes on to score a brisk 35-40 for her side. She's got the capability to do so. No two doubts on that. She's a very, very good cricketer. Alongside Michelle Botha, who is another talented cricketer, of course, a handy left arm spinner. But at the moment, she's got a big responsibility with the bat. Still 6 more overs to go. ECB women, they have lost early wickets. That's drifting down the leg side. She didn't even go for the appeal, rightfully so. Tucked away nicely towards a mid-wicket. I think this is what they need at the moment. They'll need to just ensure they keep on picking up those singles and double every time it's on offer, and wait for the loose deliveries. But then again, talking about Kavisha Kumari, she's one of those players not going to hold back. If it's there to be hit, she will go for a hit. And that's where an opportunity could arise. Beautifully played. Excellent use of the feet. Seems to be quite a busy player. She's already struck a few boundaries, and so far she's doing a decent job for her sides. She needs to stay right till the end. If ECB women, they've got any chance to be getting that 130 at least, bare minimum. Under the lights we've seen, it becomes very easy to bat, especially in the second innings. That's going to be a wide, yeah. So Cooper bowling her last over. Hasn't picked up a wicket, but she's been very disciplined. Not gone for many runs to be bowling her last delivery. Beautifully done. That's a good ball, and a bit of a fumble. It's allowed them to take a single. Nonetheless, she's done well. 29 is what she's given in her 4 overs. It's 14 gone, 77 for 5. Well, they're not in the best of situation at the moment. Our ECB women, they've lost half their side and still a lot of overs to go. That's going to be a wide, not the best of delivery to start off proceeding. Another exciting talent. Slater, she's done well in her first spell. But she hasn't picked up a wicket, but I think that could change very quickly. Because you've got one new batter at the crease, Michelle Botha, alongside Kumari. She's going well. Yeah, that was away from her arc. And I think there was an opportunity because a lot of width was offered. But they've got a packed offside field, mind you. They've got a short third, point, cover, mid-off, and a deep cover. Yeah, they're smiling. Why not? You've already got a win under your belt, so it's not over. Still, if you can manage to get somewhere around 130, 140, the game on. Because we know the quality which Team ECB women they possess. So they're going to come out all guns blazing, whatever the batters score. They are a fighting side, and they will be giving up a good fight. Starting off their campaign with the big win yesterday against Team Essex, and that is certainly gonna really uplift the mood in the camp. Isha Oza during the toss, she was very confident, but will consider herself unlucky getting out at a very wrong time. This is chipped up in the air, it's not in control, and this is a soft dismissal and also a huge wicket because Kavisha Kumari, she's the one who could have made a big difference, but look at that slower delivery, and that is what has deceived her, playing a bit too early. It's undone her, and brilliant take once again. That is excellent stuff to say the least. ECB women, they're falling apart now. It's 79 for 6. Slater finally getting some redemption, and she's gotten a huge wicket. Kavisha Kumari, we know the destruction she could have caused. Continues now, and that's a good delivery, and the keeping has been excellent behind the stumps. She's lightning quick. 79 for 6. Still 5 more overs to go. How many can they get more from here onwards? Oh, that was a juicy full toss. And just because she's just made her way in the center, she can't just go for the big shots. Vaishnavi Mahesh is the new batter. Well, that dugout seemed to be relaxed. Why not? They know they are in a commanding position. So all smiles there, having a chit chat, enjoying this game of cricket. They are in a commendable position, doing a fine job, their team. Yorkshire getting 6 wickets, and we're just into the 15th over. There's still 5 more overs to go. So realistically, how much should they get from here onwards? And there comes the notepad, there comes the marker. Everything is being noted down. Each and every single delivery, each and every single point is being observed at the moment by the coaching staff of Team Yorkshire. A lot of hard work, of course, is being put behind the scenes. Yeah, we could talk more after this over. It's 15 gone. Brilliant over by Slater, 81 for 6. Randall Bissell to continue. Oh, beautifully done. That is a very good shot. But they've got protection in the deep. They've got a deep third man, which was slightly wider. And that's why they were opting to take another run on offer. Yeah, a lot of talent in the Team Yorkshire, their bench strength. And I think most of their players have been given chances in this tournament in the first game. And also there's another game coming up tomorrow. So we might see a few more changes. There's a lot of cricket going to be played back in the UK. The season is going to be on. So it's a prep season for them. There's a lot of preparation going on. And it's really good at times to really play at such surfaces where you're not really used to. The ball doesn't really come onto the bat as nicely as it comes back in their country, in the UK. They've got those fast wickets where there's a lot of bounce, and of course there's a lot of zip. There's a lot of movement, obviously, in the day games, early morning starts. Yeah, I personally love the red ball cricket back in the UK. I have myself personally played a lot of cricket back in the UK, and I really enjoyed playing 3 to 4 day games. That's been one of the best experiences of my life. And what a place to be. Sharp bumper, that's good stuff. Randall Bissell, she's asking a few questions. Michelle Botha, she's come out at a situation where there's a lot of pressure. There were wicket falling left, right and center. There you go, Hina Hochandani behind. And she seems to be dejected, and why not? Because she knows she was batting so beautifully. And that's why she had a great opportunity to really convert those runs into big one. And unfortunately was run out. Another one goes down. And now Randall Bissell also joins the party in the wickets department. It was short. And Michelle Botha, I think she wanted to clear the inner fielder, but unlucky. She found the fielder, and that was an easy take. So things aren't looking too bright at the moment. The latest victim is going to be Michelle Botha, scoring just the 4 runs. It's 82 for 7. Randall Bissell to continue. Just given that one run, and she's picked up a wicket as well. Brilliant stuff. Just the one run coming in, and it's 16 gone. 82 for the loss of 7. Madiwar to continue. She's bowled well so far. The captain leading from the front. And I really like the approach. She's been very aggressive in the intent she's shown so far. And I think she's led her team exceptionally well. That was a very risky shot. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. They're just falling apart now and falling like pack of cards. And we were discussing about that 130. There was never a run there. Let's have a close look. She's done well. She's played well. And it was straight towards the fielder. Excellent pickup. Brilliant throw. And yet again, nicely done. Another one goes down. Keeper makes no mistake whatsoever. That's the 8th wicket going down. And the ECB women, they'll believe that they are in a lot of trouble. It's 82 for 8. Madiwar to continue. Lovely delivery. That's a good ball once again. She's tossed up. And that's the right approach now. Bowling to the number 10 batter. She's just made her way in the center. Induja Nandakumar. Beautifully bowled. That is an excellent delivery. And ECB women, they are now on a serious verge to be getting bowled out. What a terrific comeback by Team Yorkshire after a loss yesterday. The captain, Madiwar, she was very confident and she was raring to go in this game. And at the moment, they'll believe that they're having an upper hand. Shahid Stubbs, what's happening in the middle? That could have been another run out. And straight away, it's Induja Nandakumar telling to her partner, just to calm down a little bit. We've just lost a wicket in the form of a run out, and we need to be a bit more careful now. Missed out. She certainly missed out on that one. There was a low full toss drifting down the leg side. Leg by signalled, and that's the end of another excellent over by Madiwar, and she's also done for the night. 4 overs, 11 for 2. Excellent figures. 83 for 8 after 17. Just the last 3 overs remaining in this innings. Randall Bissell to continue. Short delivery. And what is the approach now going to be for these next 17 deliveries? Are these two batters going to look to play big strokes, or they're going to opt to look to play out these 20 overs? I think they should look to play out the 20 overs. Why do I say that? Because of the bowling, the quality bowlers UAE team have. So at least try to get somewhere 95, 90. This is uppish and not in control, but luckily away from the fielder. So if they can somehow manage to get even 95 or and 100, that is going to give them that psychological advantage that, right, we've got the 3-figure mark on the board. We were in a very bad situation. From there, we've done well. So over to the bowlers. And if they can strike early, you never know. ECB women, one of the top quality sides by far. They've got a lot of firepower, a lot of quality. ECB women. And that's where they should be having the belief in themselves. It is a tricky wicket, and there's a lot to offer for the fast bowlers, for the spinners. We've seen the spinners, especially in this innings. They've really provided some impetus to this innings. Oh, I think that slipped from her hands, and it could have been a catch. Also could have been a run out. It's all happening in the center. Is that a no ball? Yeah, rightfully. That was way above her waistline, and good decision by Nadeem Anjum. So a lot happened in that one delivery. A no ball, a full toss, catch could have been taken, a run out. Yeah. And Kumar and Mahesh, can they take their team over 100? That remains to be the question. It's a free hit coming, so she's got the privilege to swing her arms hard on this one. Short. Oh, that is a beautiful delivery. Very smart. The idea was right by Nanda Kumar. She wanted to just create room and play towards the third man region, knowing that the third man was in the circle. So the approach was right, but Randall Bissell, she's such a smart operator. What she did is she took the pace off and the ball held up into the surface and never really arrived to Nanda Kumar. Fuller delivery. This has been driven straight into the hands of the point fielder. Oh, that is it's a fumble made and a cleaner pickup. There could have been a chance for another run out. So just the last 13 more legal deliveries to go. Yorkshire, I don't really think they will be looking to bowl out these 20 overs. They are looking to pick up these last 2 wickets and get all the wickets of ECB women. Oh, close, very close. And Randall Bissell, she knows that it's been chopped and could have chopped back onto the stumps. Nonetheless, they will come back for the second. Good running. Each and every run is going to be so vital from this stage. It's 18 gone, 89 for 8. Just the last 2 overs remaining in this innings. Randall Bissell, she's done for the night. She's bowled exceptionally well. 21 runs, picked up a wicket, and she's really bowled her heart out in this important game for Yorkshire. Slater to be bowling her last over. I think this has been a marvellous performance by all the bowlers. And we need to give a lot of credit also to the captain Maddie Ward. She's been smart in the field. That's a good ball and very close to the off stump. Yeah, talking about the captain, Maddie Ward, after winning the toss, she decided to bowl first. I think her inspirational leadership, it's just got the best out of her teammates. Really, she's got that calming presence, and she's got the knack of really adapting to those high pressure situations, which is quite admirable. Another dot delivery. It's not looking too good at the moment for ECB women. They need to get at least 10 more runs to get to the 100 figure mark. And yeah, I was talking about the captain Maddie Ward. She's done a phenomenal job so far in this game against one of the top quality sides, ECB women. She's got a strategy and she's adapted beautifully, especially in the mid game. Shows the deep understanding she's got about this game. That has been flicked away nicely. It's going towards the boundary. These are very valuable runs. Mahesh finally breaking the shackles, and she has just flicked it away from her presence, getting an important boundary in the penultimate over. Slater pulling it just onto the pads, and good effort, but it was a bit away from the fielder, getting 4 more runs. So how many deliveries remaining? 8. Can they get those 6 runs? I think they can. It is pretty much possible. A couple of deliveries to go. Slater charging in once again. Boulder disturbed the furniture. She was flicked away for a boundary, and the next delivery she hits the timber, and very good sound for the bowler, not so much for the batter. Dislodging the middle stump. 9th wicket has fallen. Mahesh, she's struck 1 boundary, but on the next delivery she's been bowled. 94 for 9. Well, you need to bowl extremely well to pick up 9 wickets in a T20 game, and I think Yorkshire, they've done a fabulous job. They've picked up 9 and they're on the verge of picking another one. This is close, and she's gone for the appeal, and she can't believe her luck. That is going to be an interesting replay. Let's have a close look at this one coming around the wicket, and I think it's a very good decision by Kashif. It was marginally pitching outside the leg stump, and yet again Kashif Villa, the on-field umpire, has gotten it right. It's 19 gone. 95 for 9. It's the last over of this innings, and it's going to be Alicia Pollard to be bowling her last over of this innings. And even she's really done well so far. 14 runs and picked up 2 important wickets, charging in for the one last time in this innings. Katie Thompson. Oh, that's not good. That should have been stopped. And you can hear the loud cheer from the dugout. because they know the value of these runs. And that is brilliant to see. They know that whatever they score, they're going to come hard when they come in the field. That is a very good shot by Katie Thompson. And she was charging onto the ball. She could have just really let the ball come to her. But that's gone for important 4 runs. Can Katie Thompson get another boundary? Beautifully played. This is very smart. 100 comes up for ECB women. They will feel now they do have a real chance to give a good fight to Yorkshire. As I keep saying that ECB women, they've got depth and they've got some quality bowlers in their lineup, so they will come out all guns blazing. That is for sure. They're a fighting team, and they're not really going to let this game slip away so easily. It has been well led by Isha Oza. Just the last 3 deliveries remaining, and Alicia Pollard, she still has a fair bit of chance to pick up this last wicket. Is that going to be 5 wides? That's going to be the question. Oh, unlucky. It's just brushed her pads. And those could have been very, very handy runs. But unlucky, it just ricocheted off her pad. But Katie Thompson, since the time she's walked in, there have been a few runs coming in for her side. Coming at number 11. Yeah, there's always excitement from your tail enders, and at times they do tonk a few. Beautifully bowled. Good delivery, deceives the batter. I think talking about all the bowlers of Yorkshire, their accuracy has been extraordinary, hitting the right marks consistently. They've got a good control of swing and pace, which is, I believe, a very lethal combination to possess as a bowler. So they've done well, and they believe that they've got a very good chance now to win this game. Last delivery, she's pumped that down. Chance! Direct hit was required. And she's missed out on that one. Nonetheless, ECB women, they have scored 106, and they have somehow managed to play out all the 20 overs, and they've given something for their bowlers to bowl at when they come out in the second innings. So talking about Yorkshire, they will be the happier bunch because it has been a fabulous bowling performance. Brilliant display by the spinners, by the fast bowlers, and all of them have contributed and have done their part. Well, that's the batting card for you, and Isha Oza, the captain, off to a great start, but then those 2 wickets falling early. And then it was a good little partnership between Hina Hochandani and Kavisha Kumari, but then that run out, after that, the wickets just started to tumble, and you can see what just happened after that. Single figures for each and every batter, apart from Hina, Kavisha, and Isha Oza. Very impressive bowling performance. Look at what they have done. There is so much to talk about and to praise about each and every bowler. Rachel Slater, 17, 2 wickets. Alicia Pollard, 21 runs, 2 wickets. Claudia Cooper, she didn't pick up a wicket, but she was so persistent and disciplined. Lucy Vandy Wissel also picked up 1 wicket, but the pick of the bowlers, the captain herself, Maddie Ward, 4 overs, 11 runs, and 2 wickets to her name. And also not to forget, she picked up the most important wicket of Isha Oza, the captain. Right then, first innings done and dusted, and this is what Yorkshire they need when they come out to bat. 107 in the allotted 20 overs, required run rate pretty much in their hands. But you never know, talking about ECB women, they are going to come all guns blazing. So this is going to be a fascinating run chase. We're just going to take a short little break. We will be right back with a lot of entertainment. Stay tuned. We're back after a short little break and the chase is on. 106 is what ECP women they have managed to score, which is not a big total on this specific round because we've seen in the previous 5 matches, all the teams batting first have gone on to score more than 150 runs in every innings first batting. So it just shows that how beautifully and how well Yorkshire bowlers have bowled. Now over to the batters. Lauren Winfield Hill alongside Campbell in the middle. Nicely worked away towards fine leg. They don't really need to do anything extraordinary out of the box. The match is pretty much in their hands and all they have to do is just stay there in the center. Induja Nandakumar is a bowler who is quite similar, I would say, to Alicia Pollard. Both these bowlers, they do bring the ball in towards the right-handers, and that's where they get a lot of LBWs and bowls to their favor. Just like that, beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. And it's a good little field setup as well. They've got a long on in place alongside a deep mid-wicket. So now it's going to change because you've got a left-hander, Amy Campbell. A left-handed stylish batter, and also she's got the knack of clearing the boundaries, fierce striker of the ball. So much is going to be dependent on Induja Nandakumar, a very, very talented right-arm medium swing bowler. That's a beautiful ball and equally well played. Yeah, when you're facing these deliveries which come sharply swinging at you, the method has to be to just let the ball come to you, and you need to play it as late as you can. You don't really need to rush onto it. Let it come to you and try to play it as late as you can. Don't overstride onto the delivery. That is the key. And nicely played. Yeah, she's doing the right thing. She's really letting the ball come to her, not showing any urgency, and a big thumbs up coming in from Laura Winfield. Mind you, Lauren Winfield was the captain yesterday. She did exceptionally well, led her side. But today, we need to give a lot of credit to Maddie Ward. She has been brilliant with her leadership qualities. Swinging delivery, that's pitched outside leg and easy decision, rather a bit over ambitious. Induja Nandakumar went for that big appeal, but that was just pitching way outside that leg stump. And easy decision for the umpire Kashif Billah, who's done well so far in this tournament. He's made a few good decisions. It's a good start so far. Induja, she's given only 1 run. And make that another dot. So this is a perfect start here. She's bowled exceptionally well, and that's a good start to this inning. So giving only 1 run. 1 for no loss. Taking the matters in her own hands, Isha Oza has introduced herself into the attack. She knows the current situation of this game and she really reads the situation well, and that's why she's opted to bring herself into the attack. She knows that they need those early wickets. Containing, it's going to be a very difficult task. That's been cut away and beautifully played along the carpet. What a great shot by Lauren Winfield Hill. And that is a confidence booster. Elegance pouring from the blade of her shot. Look at this. rocked at the back foot and just a simple push, and the outfield did the rest. So she's been welcomed with a boundary in the very first ball. So much is going to be dependent and relied on Isha Oza. More often than not, we have seen that it's her who's been really giving good starts to her team with the bat, with the ball. Now, the job with the ball. Worked away towards the long on region. That's gone towards the boundary. Oh my word, that is an outrageous shot. For a moment, I thought that it's going to be cut off because look at how beautifully she's timed it. It never looked like it's going towards the boundary. It was just simple placement. But have a look how quickly that ball has traveled towards the boundary. It just shows that she's timing the ball beautifully at the moment as Lauren Winfield Hill off to a flyer. A couple of boundaries already to her name. Oh, good delivery. It's a good ball. The ball holding up into the surface and not really turning, holding its line and going straighter. Already 9 on the board, 98 more required, and plenty of overs to go just in the second over. Tossed up, driven once again. Now they've opted to take a fielder in the deep. It's Hina Hochandani there, patrolling. I think one thing which the bowlers, they'll have to ensure that, especially in the first 6 overs, they don't leak out many runs. That's one objective. The second, they should be looking to target the stumps. Let the batter play across the line. It is that kind of a wicket where we've seen the ball at times really keeps low and under the lights. It does not hold up. It skids on. That's where you play across the line, the element of getting the LBW, and the ball comes into equation. Coming around the wicket now. This is chipped up in the air and gone. That is a big wicket, and Isha Oza strikes. The captain, you can't keep her out of the game for long, can you? Does the job with the ball. And a brilliant take. Coming around the wicket, beautifully tossed up delivery onto the stumps, and look at this catch. Oh, excellent. Kept her eyes on the ball and she's taken a magnificent take. That was the wicket they were after. Amy Campbell goes. And ECB women have struck early. It's 10 for 1. Well, this was what they were after, to pick up a wicket early on, and it is the captain taking the charge, and straight away in her first over she has struck, and she struck early. In comes another batter, a talented batter that has been really smoked towards the deep mid wicket. What a start! On the very first ball, she has crashed this towards the deep mid wicket. Erin Thomas is off the mark with a boundary. What an eventful over comes to the end. It's 2 gone. 14 for 1 Yorkshire. Upish, beautifully played. It's going towards the boundary, and they're getting the runs thick and fast. We're just into the third over after a quiet first over by Induja Nandakumar, where she gave only 1 run. She's been hit downtown over the inner fielder, getting 4 runs to start off the over. Well, for Yorkshire. What a brilliant shot we witnessed in the last delivery of Isha Oza's over. Erin Thomas smashing it really hard. Once again, pulled away nicely. It's going towards the boundary once again. It's a counter attack by Team Yorkshire. Couple of boundaries back to back, and Induj Anandakumar, she will be under some pressure. Good to see on the left of your screen Isha Oza with her. The captain just instructing exactly where you need to bowl, and I think first thing she would have told is that to bowl a bit full, because with the new ball and with that pace, it's not really going to work in your favor. So you need to pitch the ball up. You've got that prodigious movement that you're getting in the air and off the surface. You can opt to bowl slightly fuller. Just like that. That is a good delivery. That's a very good ball. And if she can just be persistent with this kind of line and length, surely they're going to get a wicket soon. Nine runs already of the third over. Yorkshire, they are off to a flyer. Yes, they have lost a wicket, but I don't really think Erin Thomas or Lauren Winfield Hill, they're going to go in a shell. They will continue the onslaught and try to ensure they win this game by a good margin. Beautifully played. That's a good looking stroke. That ball dipped at Erin Thomas. So what she did is she waited right till the end. It never really arrived at her. And watchfully just placing it towards the mid-off region for a single. Smart cricket. She's not going berserk or playing any kind of rash shots at the moment. Looking to just rotate strike, because she knows that she's already gotten good runs in this over. That's another low full toss, and it's swept beautifully yet again. Another boundary. We've seen 3 boundaries in the last over. We are seeing another 3 boundaries in the third over. So the problem is that the runs are coming easily for Yorkshire, and this is something you cannot afford, because you're not really defending a big score. It's just 107. That is all what Yorkshire need to win their first game of this tournament. We've already seen plenty of chills and thrills, and it's turning out to be a fabulous event so far. Such quality cricket is what we're witnessing. Beautifully ball. That's a better delivery. And Lauren, she wanted a single, but Erin not showing much interest, rightfully so. It's 3 gone. Yorkshire, they're on the move. 28 for 1. Going along well after 3 overs. Yorkshire, they're on the move. 28 already is what they've piled up, and that's all because Lauren Winfield, she's decided to play aggressive strokes early on. So they've made a bowling change, and quite surprising, Isha Oza, she's a genuine wicket taker, and at the moment this is what is the demand of the current situation. They need those early wickets, but then again, she's gone to a new bowler, another very, very talented bowler, right arm swing bowler, takes the ball away from the right-handers. She's got a bit of pace as well. Shashikala Silva will look to disengage this partnership. Erin Thomas looks quite comfortable in the middle. Beautifully played once again. In full control is Erin Thomas. And good to see that Lauren Winfield, the senior's statement, is just constantly having a word with Erin Thomas. And I think the instructions would be that if it's in your zone, go for it. You don't want to be going in that shell, and so far, I think the method, it has worked in their favor. Every time we see a loose delivery, Yorkshire batters, they've not spared any of them. Up is chance and gone. Well, this was a very good catch, and it's Erin Thomas. I'm not too sure what Lauren would have told, but that is a big wicket going down. She struck it so hard. Look at this. That's come right to the middle of the bat, and very good catch. Good pair of hands. So another wicket going down. And this is what they need to pick up regular intervals. That's the only way I believe they can really have the slimmest of chances to be restricting Yorkshire not to get that 107. It's a big wicket going down. It's Erin Thomas. After striking a boundary in the very first ball, she's been held out. It's 28 for the loss of 2. Another classy cricketer makes her way in the centre. It's Ter Callis. A very strong hitter of the ball, and she's come out in a situation where still Yorkshire are in a commanding position. They are at the driver's seat. Yes, they have lost 2 wickets, but at the same time, they've also gotten runs on the board. If they were 10 or 12 for 2, then the story would have been different. And they don't really have many runs to play with, ECB women. Good delivery. She's tall, Shashikala Silva, and she really uses her height to her advantage. And so far, it's turning out to be a fabulous over. She's really making the new ball talk. The question remains to be asked, is there any dew out there? So far, I haven't seen any of the bowlers trying to dry the ball. The towels are not out. So that is one indication that the dew hasn't arrived. Punched away, good bit of fielding, and you can see the energy level at the moment of ECB women. They're all charged up, and that is excellent to see. They've just scored 106, and that is why they're called a fighter side. They're not going to give it up so easily. They're going to fight right till the end. They're playing against one of the top quality clubs, Yorkshire. So obviously it's a big challenge. Yeah, she's getting that lovely movement, but she started way outside that off-stump channel, and that's why it just kept on going away from the batter. And she's given the first run of her over in the form of a wide. Beautifully done. That is a good delivery to close out a successful over for ECB women. She's getting a big applause from her teammates. It's 4 gone. 29 for 2 Yorkshire. In comes a very talented spinner, and we've seen what she's done yesterday. She took some excellent catches, and she was brilliant with the ball. And now she's got a big responsibility yet again. Isha Oza, the captain, has opted to go with Hina Hochandani. Left arm spinner. Tossed up, nicely bowled and tucked away towards the steep square. Will get a single. And now to continue. Oh, good delivery. That was a very good ball. And so much is going to be dependent on her shoulders. She needs to ensure that she keeps on looking for those early wickets. That should be the objective in the motto. Lovely delivery once again. She's bowling at a perfect length at the moment. Each and every good delivery has been appreciated by all the teammates. You can see they're all charged up, and even the body language, it seems to be so positive out there. That is something really to cherish about for ECB women. Tossed up delivery. Oh, this could have been a spectacular catch. At times they do stick, and if it would have stuck in her hand, this should have gone down as by far one of the best catches of this tournament. And at this stage, you really would have wished, if you are a ECB women fan, you would have wanted that to stick into her hand, and that could have been a big blow. Lovely delivery, good ball. The ball dipping onto her just at the last split of a second. It's going towards the boundary, and she does well in the end to stop the boundary. Yeah, still I believe it's Yorkshire. They are having an upper hand to this game by far, because they only need 75 and they've got a lot of overs to play with. Required run rate, not a problem. Wickets, not a problem. And the moment you will see a partnership being formed, you will see the shoulders dropping down, because they don't have any runs to play with. So this is that time. Oh, that's missed everything, and we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire if it's brought something on the way, or hasn't it? Nope. It's going to be a wide. So this is also something which you really can't afford to do. Giving these extras when you're defending such a low score, you can't really afford to be giving any kind of freebies, any looseness. So 3 runs coming in the last delivery. Tossed up, she goes down. It's a fine shot once again. That's a lovely stroke. Used her feet to her advantage quite fittingly. And what was a good start by Hina. In the end, she's given a few runs. 5 gone, 40 for 2. Shashikala Silva to continue, and she's done well. In the first over, just gave the 1 run and picked up a wicket as well. Can she do the job for her side? Can she pick up a few wickets? Good ball and watchfully played. Punched it towards cover. Look at that fielding. Isha, Oza. Excellent fielding. She stalls, so it's not all that easy to really take those. Well, that is a very popular face and very familiar. Ahmed Raza, the former cricketer of UAE, left-arm orthodox spinner, and also represented the UAE national team in various international formats. Oh, he was a key member. Oh, that could have gone towards the boundary, and I think they will come back for another one. So, getting those important runs. Yorkshire, they're just cruising along at this stage. No problem whatsoever. Yeah, there he is on the right of your screens. I was talking about him, and of course, a lot of ODIs, a lot of T20s. He's played a lot of ICC tournaments, known for his consistency and those economical bowling spells which he used to bowl. Gone! What a catch by Isha Oza. Can't keep her out of the game, and Silva strikes. That is a big wicket going down because Lauren Winfield has been held out. Uppish, and look at this catch. Brilliant. She's timed her jump to perfection and he's taken a splendid catch. Third wicket going down. And this is what was required to pick up early wickets, and they have in the power play. It's Lauren Winfield. The latest victim has to go back after giving a good start to her team, but just couldn't really continue and convert this 29 into a big one. It's 43 for 3. A timely wicket coming in for ECB women, and also talking about Yorkshire losing a wicket at an inopportune time. Don't want to be losing early wickets. You don't want to be putting your team into pressure. Silva charging in once again. That's a bit too short, and good bit of fielding. They're going along well, our ECB women. Yeah, now he seems to be much happier. Ahmed Raza, I was just mentioning about his services. Also, of course, he's been so consistent, and Raza he's really played a lot of cricket for UAE, played a lot of international cricket, an important role in UAE's cricket team, and they've competed in global competitions as well, like the ICC World Cup qualifiers and also the T20 World Cup. That's not good. Overthrows, and this is something which they can't really afford to do. Leak any kind of extra runs. So yeah, that was Mr. Ahmed Raza, the coach of UAE women's team. He has really been a great servant for the UAE cricket team for a very, very long time as captain the side. And I remember he was the backbone of the UAE national side. Such a popular figure, played a lot of cricket here in the UAE, and he's been absolutely phenomenal. Ahmed Raza on your screens. Pulled away nicely, beautifully done. No protection in the deep. And she's been hammered. And also the 50 comes up in the power play. What an eventful power play we witnessed. He went for that back of the hand delivery. The problem was it was too short and there was nobody patrolling towards the deep mid wicket. So getting an important boundary to close out the power play. It's 50 for 3 after 6. Katie Thompson, she's been introduced into the attack, and she's been brought into the attack for a purpose, and that is to pick up wickets early on, because that's the only way I believe they can restrict team Yorkshire. They are up and running, and they believe they are rather in a very good position. Yes, they have lost those 3 wickets, But as I mentioned earlier, the problem is that they're not really chasing down a big target. And this is where ECB women now will be thinking, what if we would have gotten 130? The story would have been so different, and Yorkshire, they would have been under tremendous pressure. Another quality left arm spinner has been introduced, Katie Thompson. She bowled exceptionally well. And yet again, there she is, coming around the wicket between the umpire. Playing across the line to her is going to be a bit dicey. Yeah, even going at the back foot, you have to be careful because we've seen the ball tends to keep low under the lights, and also it skids. It's not a morning game. We've seen in the morning, in the afternoon, the ball does hold up and it just does not skid on. There is turn, but under the lights, you won't really see much purchase or assistance for the spinners. The ball just pitches and hurries on to the batters. So this is where playing across the line, across batted shots, it just involves the element of LBW and bold. Loud appeal given! Fourth wicket down. It's Katie Thompson. She's created magic and she's gotten an important wicket. It's Callis going back to the dugout. Lovely delivery, tossed up, perfect length, perfect line. I was just mentioning, don't go at the back foot. The ball will skid on. It did. And Katie Thompson, she's jubilant. Umpire raises the finger. It's a big wicket going down. UAE will believe they are now in for a real chance to get closer to this game and have a real sniff to win. 51 for 4 after 7. Oh, what a game of cricket we're witnessing. It's a low-scoring thriller. And I don't really think that the captain, Maddie Ward, would have dreamt in her wildest dream that she'll be coming on to bat so early. We are into the 8th over. And she's in because ECB women have struck yet again. It's the 4th wicket going down. Can they pick up another 2? Then there will be a bit of a panic in the Yorkshire camp. In comes another exciting talent. So they are opting to persist with more spin from both the ends. Tossed up, punched away. It's in the gap. Oh, good attempt. She did give her level best to stop that. But the first delivery, it was a bit too short and punched away nicely. Just a simple push. Not trying to hit that too hard. Finding the gap and getting a boundary in the very first delivery. Beautifully ball. That's a good comeback delivery. So Isha Oza, she's rotating her bowlers beautifully. We saw that last over from Katie Thompson where she bowled a fabulous over. Those trajectories were so difficult to judge. Short delivery, hit hard, bit of a misfield I suppose, and it's gone to us for yet another boundary. So not getting it right at the moment is Vaishnavi Mahesh. Needs to pitch the ball up to give herself any kind of chance for the batters to play any rash shots. Anything short, and it's such a quick outfield that you don't really have to play any kind of aerial shots. Look to play big. You just can hit it along the carpet, down the ground, and the outfield does the rest for you. That's the wrong one. Watch out. Vaishnavi Mahesh, she's got some tricks under her sleeve. Be careful. Don't go at the back foot. That's what we saw in the last over. That's what Stair Callis did, and she lost her wicket in the process. Going at the back foot. Loud appeal. Oh my word. That would have been a big moment in the game. Umpire Nadeem Anjum, he's made the right call. That was an excellent decision because it was going down the leg side. And there's a lot of excitement now in this game. All of a sudden, ECB women, they believe they are in the game. One more wicket. Lovely delivery. Beautifully ball. That's a great comeback after she was hit for a couple of boundaries. She's closed out the over well. It's 8 gone. 59 for 4. $59 for 4. 12 more overs to go. Still 48 more required. Yorkshire, they're making it tough for themselves. Which is supposed to be an easy run chase. They're just losing wickets at regular intervals. Good delivery yet again. After they were 43 for 2, they're now 59 for 4. Can Katie Thompson chip in with another wicket? She's such a talented bowler. She's such a smart operator. Look at this lovely delivery, and so much is going to be dependent on the captain. Maddie Watt, she did a fine job in the first innings with the ball. Now she needs to ensure she doesn't lose her wicket and stays in the center. You don't want your tail to be exposed early. Beautifully done. I really admired the line she's bowling here, Katie Thompson. And also, if you notice the trajectory she's been changing in the 9 deliveries she's bowled, it has been absolutely impeccable. Just the lines, it has been so precise and disciplined. There you go, once again onto the stumps and so close. That could have been easily another wicket for Katie Thompson. It's turning out to be a fabulous spell so far. Another familiar face on the right, Mr. Simon Charles. He's doing a great job. Swept away, and she wouldn't mind that, I suppose, Katie Thompson. She will let the batter play across the line, and that's where there will be a chance of LBW in bowl. That is Mr. Khalid Ilahi, our match referee, having a close look at this match and ensuring everything is in line. Going once again at the back foot. That is a risky shot. Nonetheless, brilliant over by Katie Thompson. Gives 2 only in the 9th. It's 61 for 4. Lovely tossed up delivery. It's a good ball by Vaishnavi Mahesh. I think maybe Isha Oza can introduce herself into the attack soon. Vaishnavi Mahesh, she's doing a fine job, but if she doesn't go on to pick up a wicket, I think alongside Katie Thompson, Isha Oza can opt to bring herself. This is high up in the air, and that is a super shot. Is straight out of the coaching manual. She's used her feet and has hit it straight down as an arrow. And she knew that she's got a decent connection. It's a pretty solid connection. And that's gone for a huge maximum. So taking a bit of pressure from her team is Duckworth. He's playing a good little handy knock. This has been hit hard. Gets a single. Rebecca Duckworth, another very, very talented, stylish batter, and she's doing a very good job for her side. Mr. Shan. There's a lot of hard work being put, and Mr. Shan, he's doing a fine job so far, bringing us these live pictures. That's the wrong one, and it is well read by the captain, Maddie Ward. Singles will do the job for them, and if there is a loose delivery, they will certainly cash on to the opportunities. Yorkshire batters. Still the match is in the hands of Yorkshire, because they don't really need many runs. That's a very good ball. Tossed up delivery, good flight in the air. And I really like this approach by Vaishnavi. Comes down the track, she hits it hard but just can't find the gap. Take a single, and that's the end of the 10th over. We are halfway through in the second innings, and still I think the pendulum is in the favour of Yorkshire. It's 70 for 4 after 10. Right then, we're back after a short little drinks break, which was pretty much required. Katie Thompson to continue. Once again, the brilliant line so far. She's doing a fabulous job. That is Miss Mehak. Quite busy in the production house. She's doing a fine job to bring us live pictures here in Abu Dhabi. And that is, of course, Mr. Ghulam, the man behind the scenes, our production crew. Oh, very close. Has she taken it? No. I thought she was claiming it, but that could have been a huge moment in the game. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery and equally well played. Direct hit was required. Katie Thompson, she's doing a decent job so far, and that is the man behind the scenes. He's the CEO, Mr. Asif Beg. He's done a fantastic job in keeping the team focused and, of course, motivating them in these extreme hot and humid conditions from our production team. working day and night, hardly to bring us these live pictures. I think also the team, they've really responded well, and that speaks volumes. They've been executing with precision, and that's down to excellent production so far. A big shout out and a big thank you to our production team to bring us these live pictures. Hats off. Yeah, another very important member on your screen, Mr. Shan, also from the production team, bringing us these live visuals and capturing every single moment in this game. He's doing a fine job. A man who's a very jolly person, a very good man to talk to. He's always got a few jokes under his sleeve, and that's the end of the over. Katie Thompson, she's bowling beautifully. 11 gone, 73 for 4. Michelle Botha, another left arm spinner, very talented. A tall left arm spinner, uses her height to her potential, and she's also got a very swift and a nice action. Does turn the ball as well. Beautifully balled right onto the stumps. Inching closer to victory. Oh, a bit of a fumble will allow them to come back for the second. Good bit of running. $32 more required, and plenty of overs to go. It's looking simple at the moment. Oh, lovely. She is an absolute live wire in the field, Isha Oza. And if that ball was slightly aerial, I would not have been surprised if Isha would have dived and taken a blinder. Beautifully balled. That's the one which comes in. The arm delivery. That is her main weapon, Michelle Botha. Very, very talented cricketer. And she's been precise so far. It's an excellent start. This is high up in the air, but it's gone towards the vacant area. Oh, that should have been stopped. That really should have been stopped. And the match is pretty much slipping now out of the hands of ECB Women. It's a good delivery, tossed up. Almost enticed the batter to play a rash shot, but she was always in control. Such a smart cricketer, Duckworth. Playing a very, very good knock for her side. Runner ball 29. Oh, look at this. That was a beautiful delivery. And Duckworth once again plays a beautiful defense stroke to close out the 12th over. It's 79 for 4. It's going to be Katie Thompson to continue. Oh, she's bowled it. That is a beautiful delivery by Katie Thompson. And she gets her second. I kept on saying to go at the back foot against Katie Thompson. That is not a wise move. That is what the captain did so, Maddie Ward. And in the process, she has lost her wicket. That is a big wicket going down. The match is still not over. Half the side is back into the hutch. ECB Women, they are not out of this contest. It's 79 for the loss of 5. Katie Thompson, she's bowling her fourth over. Look at what she has done. 3.1, 6 runs and 2 wickets to her name. Unbelievable bowling by Katie Thompson, one of their main premier spinners. She's certainly turning on the heat and she's put her team back in this game. Slater comes in. Oh, single taken. ACB women, they should believe they do have a chance to win this game. We have seen funny things happen, especially when you're chasing these low totals. It's always a bit tricky. Rachel Slater, she's already off the mark with a single and going at the back foot against these spinners. It's always a risky ploy. And both the wickets by Katie Thompson, Fester, Callis and now Maddie Ward, both were knocked because they went for her. Oh, very close. And straight away she said, no, that's a bit low and I haven't taken that. Excellent scenes out there. There's a lot of smiles in the center and why not? They are enjoying this game of cricket and that's good to see. This is high in the air. Oh, very close. Katie Thompson was on the verge of picking another wicket. Really, I just can't stop praising myself on regards to the line of Katie Thompson. You really need a lot of skill to just keep on bowling these lines. If you take out a highlights package, you will notice that I think out of 24 deliveries, 22 deliveries have been bowled onto the stumps. That is unbelievable. Brilliant performance by Katie Thompson. 8 for 2 in 4 overs. She's done for the night. It's 13 gone. 81 for 5. What a fantastic low scoring thriller are we witnessing. ACB women against Yorkshire team. And they're not really chasing a big target. Mind you, if you just tuned in, 107 is all they need in the lot of 20 overs. They were off to a good start, Yorkshire, but they're losing wickets. Still 26 required. ECB women will make it a little tough. Yeah, that one never came out. She'll have to go back and reload. The question remains to be asked as to when Isha Oza, the captain, will come on to bowl. I think she's going to be bowling the next over because Katie Thompson, she's done for the night. 8 for 2 is what she's bowled. Brilliant bowling. Yeah, this is smart. Rachel Slater knows that they are into the 14th over. They've got a lot of deliveries to play with. So there's no real need of that urgency or play any rash shots. They can just stay in there, milk it around, take the singles and doubles, and the job will be done. Hit hard. The long off is in the circle. Another dot delivery. Dot deliveries also will put a bit of pressure. Just do the basics right. That's it. Keep on pitching at the right areas. Hit hard. It's Hina Hochandani in action. Smash! That is a massive hit. It was in the slot. And Duckworth, she's really taken the charge and she's gone big. That was a brilliant shot. It was in the slot and bang she goes. That is a brilliant hit. Another huge hit coming. Once again, found the gap. It's going towards the boundary. And she does well. So 2 more added. That's the problem. They don't really have many runs to play. Just 18 more runs required and a lot of overs to spare. Yorkshire in the driving seat. They're on the verge of winning their first game. Inching closer to victory. Placed nicely towards the cover region. Will get a single fumble. And they opted not to run for it. So good over for Yorkshire. Comes to the end. It's 90 for 5 after 14. Michelle Botha to continue. She bowled a fabulous first, and it's just that they don't really have many runs to play with. If ECB women, they would have gotten on to score somewhere around 130. Even then, ECB women, they had a great chance to win this game. Michelle to continue. Beautifully bowled. A good delivery start off this over. So wickets should be the objective. They'll have to ensure they keep on looking to pick up wickets. Another couple of wickets, you never know. Beautifully bowled. Perfect line, perfect length. Not really allowing the batters to free their arms. And I think we need to give a lot of credit to Duckworth. Rebecca Duckworth has played a very sensible and a valuable innings. Look at this. She's used her feet and she's been very busy throughout this innings. And mind you, she came at a situation where there was a lot of pressure because they lost 4 of their top batters. And Rebecca Duckworth, she came in with a lot of confidence and she played a very fearless and batted with a lot of courage in the centre. Oh, very close to the off stump. That could have been the 6th wicket. That's beaten everyone and it's going towards the boundary. The match is now slipping from the hands of Team ECB women. Michelle Botha, she knows she was on the verge of picking up wicket and the keeper, she was outsighted because the batter, she just came across the stump, shuffled, and that's where she was completely outsighted in the end. So can't really blame her. She's done exceptionally well behind the stump. She's been an absolute live wire. I've seen her making a few stumps also in the past. Once again, it's a replica of what we've seen. And brilliant take. You cannot keep Katie Thompson out of the game for very long, can you? She was brilliant early on with the ball and now she's showing her brilliance in the field with her catching. You can't be playing these kind of shots again and again against Michelle Botha. She's very experienced. Look at this catch. What a brilliant take. And the celebration, it just sums it up. And this also will be going down as one of the best takes we have seen in this tournament so far. 6 wicket down. And Yorkshire, they need only 12 runs. And ECB women, they need only 4 wickets to win this game. That's all happening. Well, until and unless Rebecca Duckworth, she's there in the centre, Yorkshire, they're going to win this game easily. Michelle Botha, she's bowling beautifully at the moment. She's getting a lot of revs on the ball. She's got a very nice swift action, got a nice little run up. And that high arm action as well. Tossed up once again. She's worked it towards the fine leg region. It's the new batter. She's just made her way in the center is Frances Lonsdale. Single to close out the 15th over. It's 96 for 6. So it's going to be the new batter, Frances Lonsdale, on strike. No pressure whatsoever, because all you need is 11 runs. Still, it's Yorkshire's game. They've lost 6 wickets, but the problem is for ECB women that they'll have to defend only 11 runs. That's the challenge. In comes Shashikala Silva. Oh, beautifully bowled. That ball kept so low, and she's done so well here, Lonsdale, to get her bat down in time. That could have been LBW or bowled. What has been the highlight in this innings has been that the bowlers, they have continuously ensured that they keep on hitting those marks and hitting the target, which is onto the stumps. The line has been precise, and they're focusing to hit the stumps every time. Not on that occasion, lot of it offered, and Lonsdale, she's missed out. I think all Lonsdale needs to do at this stage is, if there's a single, she can go for it. Otherwise, she can even see off this over. There is no rush whatsoever. 11 to win in 4.4. No problem. So there's no need for the urgency, and I'm pretty much optimistic that this is what Rebecca Duckworth, the senior statesman, would have just said to Frances Lonsdale. Lovely delivery. It's been worked away towards the deep cover. Hina Chandani does the cleanup work, and another single added. So just the 10 more required, and inching closer to victory is Yorkshire. And this will be an important win, mind you. It's not all that convincing if they go on to win, because they've lost 6 wickets. So they've been really made to work hard for each and every single run. That's all because of some excellent bowling we've witnessed from ECB women. Outside edge. Oh, very close. And has she put it down? That remains to be the question. Was that a genuine chance, or was it a little short? Let's have a close look once again. It was a good delivery, swinging out. And no, that wasn't a chance. It was always dipping in front of her, so by the naked eye, it looked like it was going into her hands, but it was far away. Outside edge, and it's going towards the boundary. Yes, it will. It has enough legs, and now you can see the shoulders are dropping, because they are just one big hit away to seal the deal. Our team Yorkshire, and to register their first victory. It was so close to the keeper. Very good attempt. But that was just always going to go far away from her. And also from the deep third man fielder. So it's almost pretty much done and dusted. Only 5 required in 4.1. Last delivery of the 16th over. Beautifully punched. It's a dot to close out the 16th over. 102 for 6. bowled well so far, Michelle Botha. But the problem is, as I mentioned earlier, they did not have many runs on the board. That was the major concern. Outside edge, and this is surely going to go towards the boundary, which means the scores are level. And Michelle Botha, hands on her head, she knows she was on the verge of picking up another wicket. But I have to say that she's really bowled exceptionally well in this game. And she's just signaled to all the players to now come into the circle. Let's try to save the single, but I don't think that's going to happen. Very good ball. That was a top-class delivery, and maybe if they had a slip at this stage, the story would have been different. Only one run required. Can Duckworth hit a 6 and get a 50 and seal the deal? Time will tell. Nope. I'll have to wait. Yeah, she does have the opportunity to really get a 50 and hit a 6 and also win the game for her side. 5 for a 50, 1 for a win. Nicely played. Chance, is it? No, that's it. That's the end of this game, and it is Yorkshire. They have won their second game, and this has been a brilliant comeback. Handshakes straight away from Katie Thompson. She knows that it is Rebecca Duckworth. She's played a valuable innings for her side, and in the end, it is Yorkshire. They've played some magnificent cricket, and this has to go down as one of the good games we have witnessed. It was a close one, but in the end, Yorkshire, they held their nerves, and they have won this game by 4 wickets. So handshakes all round, and Yorkshire, after a loss yesterday, they've done well winning this game. Good effort by ECB women. They fought very hard. They took this game till the 17th over, picked up 6 wickets. That is one achievement, and it just is a testament to the fact that they've got one of the most formidable bowling lineups in this tournament. And with Raza there on your screen, the coaching staff, they've done well. It was a good game of cricket. That's the batting card for Yorkshire. You can see that Lauren Winfield Hill, she played a magnificent knot of 29-16. Then there were 2 quick wickets going down. Staircase also playing good 10 handy runs, but one woman, she stood out, was Rebecca Duckworth. 46 in 46 run a ball. It was a match-winning innings, and in the end, she took her team over the line and to victory. Well, it has been a good performance. I think some of the bowlers, they've been very impressive. Isha Oza, of course, she's done well. Shashikala Silva, she's bowled her heart out. She's done exceptionally well. Katie Thompson, look at those figures. 4 overs, 8 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 2. That is one of the best figures. I think that will go down in this tournament. Michelle Botha also, she did exceptionally well. 7 extras is what they've given overall. Match number 6 done and dusted, and that's the summary. ECB women batting first, scoring 106. It was Isha Oza and Hina Ohochandani playing a good valuable knock, but couldn't really convert this into a big one. And the captain Maddie Ward bowling a couple of, or rather bowling 4 overs, taking a couple of 2 wickets, and Slater also chipping in with 2. Pollard picking up 2 wickets in reply. Yorkshire, they've chased this down in the 17th over and losing 6 wickets, but it was Duckworth, she held her nerve, and in the end, they've won this game by 4 wickets. Right then, we're just going to take a short little break, and once we are back, we will be all set for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned. Welcome to the post-match presentation of Abu Dhabi Women's T20 2025. In match number 6, Yorkshire winning the toss and inviting ECB women to bat first, and they went on to score 106 in 20 overs, which wasn't all that big a target. And in reply, Yorkshire, they have chased this down comfortably in 6.3 overs and have won this game convincingly by 4 wickets. I would now like to invite the captain of Yorkshire, Miss Maddie Ward. Please step forward and have a few words with us. Congratulations. It was a brilliant victory, Maddie. You've done exceptionally well as a leader. So just tell us more about how was the wicket behaving and how do you feel after thumping victory?
I think it was an outstanding win, really good. Obviously, Ducky was outstanding with the bat, did exactly what we needed to do in that situation. I think we came into this as the underdogs, and to say we're hopefully through to that final tomorrow is amazing. So yeah, the pitch slightly different to the other day, probably a bit more skiddy under the lights, but I think we adapted really well, and obviously especially Ducky, class took us to the end and won it for us, which was great.
That's a great thumping victory, and you would want to just continue with the winning streak tomorrow as well.
Yeah, 100%. Going into that game with lots of confidence. Obviously, new side, first win as Yorkshire, but there's no reason why we can't win it.
Congratulations, Maddie Ward. You were absolutely exceptional. Well done, and best of luck for tomorrow's game.
Thank you.
That was Maddie Ward, the captain of Yorkshire. Now, I would like to invite the player of the match for today's game. She was brilliant. I think we don't have any surprises on this one. It has to go to Rebecca Duckworth for her brilliant batting performance. Congratulations. Brilliant batting display, 46 in 46. You came into bat at a situation where there were wickets falling, so was there any pressure on you?
There was a little bit, yeah, but obviously we weren't chasing a massive total, so I felt we were always comfortable and we could win that game quite easily. But obviously we were playing for a final in the end, so it was really important that we got it done a bit quicker than probably what was expected.
And talking about the wicket, we've seen yesterday the ball in the morning was slightly keeping low, but today under the lights it was skidding on. So was that a difficult thing for you?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of the girls have never played under the lights before, so it was a new challenge for everyone, and me as well. I've never played under lights, so it's a bit different. But we've got a lot of senior players in the team, like Lauren Winfield-Hill, who we can tap into, and she gave us some advice on what it's like to play under lights. So that was really useful, and yeah, it was a bit more skiddy, a bit of dew around, so it was a bit different to usual, like playing in the day. But I think we adapted really well and we played really well.
At one stage, it was 51 for 4. So was there any pressure on you?
A little bit, yeah, but I felt comfortable. I felt like I had quite a clear plan going out there, and yeah, it paid off. So I'm super happy.
Congratulations, Rebecca Duckworth. You were brilliant. Keep up the good work, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
That was Rebecca Duckworth for her brilliant batting performance. We are done and dusted with the post-match presentation. Day 2 done and dusted as well. Join us tomorrow as we've got another action-packed day of cricket with 3 games coming in, and also the finals tomorrow here in Torrance Oval. Until then, goodbye and God bless.